1, 2, 3, operator. Information. Jesus on the line.
It's Sunday morning on CBS, and here again is Charles Osgood.
Songs such as Operator have made the Manhattan Transfer famous far beyond the New York City borough from which the quartet took its name. This morning, its members talked to our Michelle Miller for the record.
In this age, where it seems notoriety, not necessarily talent, brings celebrity, where one-day wonders, not leading lights, draw publicity, the Manhattan Transfer just keeps on harmonizing. They've been performing their own special take on the American songbook for 38 years and counting.
People haven't stayed married as long as you all have been together.
Right. It's amazing, isn't it?
Joplin, Missouri.
And Oklahoma City looks mighty pretty.
Yes, you see, Amarillo.
The places they've been, the things they've done. They played clubs and concert halls. They've done commercials.
And the Grammy Award is given to
They've won 8 Grammys.
Manhattan Transfer, Birdland.
Their first was for Birdland, which remains their most popular song. But whatever they do, wherever they do it, it's always with that signature sound. 4-part harmony, tight and precise.
Well, I sing the melody most of the time in the harmony, so that's tough. People think it's easy, but it's not.
Tim Hauser, Janice Siegel, and Alan Paul have been around from the start. Cheryl Bentine is the newbie. She signed on in 1978.
It's not easy to stay in tune with the band, and then, you know, my partner's following me in tune. If I go off, we're in big trouble.
But why do you think Manhattan Transfer works as well now as it did nearly 40 years ago?
People see in us something that they wish there was more of in the world, which is harmony. And no matter how technologically advanced the music business becomes, I think people will always still want to hear the sound of the human voice, especially raised in harmony.
Yes, I'm going to ride with my Jesus in a little while.
They've harmonized with gospel.
And it was actual, and the feeling was natural. Tell the truth, what about I living? Some living, what's forgiving? Come on down.
And all kinds of jazz, including vocalese, where they improvise to instruments like trombones and saxophones and add new lyrics.
Let's get moving it, get moving it. Better get a move while the getting is good. That's why you stick your finger in the whisper. Let's move, get on.
What you want to do is really emanate the emotion, the feeling that was there.
You are my heart's desire.
But what may be their favorite genre is doo-wop, inner city rhythm and blues. Tim Hauser grew up on it in the 50s.
I started studying it, and I got it after a while. And the more I got it, the larger it grew inside of me. You know, it just
filled you up?
Yeah. You stay with it long enough, you get it. Because the soul, the dirt, is in the music. It's there.
The Manhattan Transfer nearly never made it at all. Their big break came in 1974 when legendary Atlantic Records producer Ahmet Ertegun came to a club to have a listen. 3 years ago, not long before his death, Ertegun recalled what happened next.
I got them together after the show in a room and I said, what can I tell you? And you've given me one of the biggest thrills I've had, hearing a new group I've never heard before.
They joined the greats in the Atlantic Records Hall of Fame, artists like Ray Charles, Aretha Franklin, Led Zeppelin and the Rolling Stones.
This is not a group about making hit records. This is a group about making great music. And that's what's wonderful about them.
1, 2, 3, operator. Information.
The tune Operator was their first Atlantic hit. Tim Hauser says he knew the song had legs the day he first heard the Friendly Brothers version back at Villanova University in Philadelphia.
When I played that record, I said, this is a hit record, man. So I just geeked it.
Geeked?
Yeah, I took it home.
You stole it?
Yeah. And I said, and I just put it away. I said, someday, when I get out of school and someday I'm going to make this record, man, because it's a hit. I believed it.
There have been some 24 albums since, their latest out this past September. Still, the group isn't exactly a household name, but there are plenty of true believers.
Get your kicks on Route 66.
I saw them twice in 1 week in the Palladium, and it was wonderful.
Get your kicks on Route 66.
They have great ears. I mean, how they can pick up those harmonies.
Get your kicks on Route 66.
You can't go wrong with people like this out there listening. Makes it all worthwhile, really.
For Transfer fans and for the Transfer.
How is it you've been able to remain relevant?
We're the real deal, you know. I mean, we don't rely on our, you know, I certainly don't rely on my glamour, you know.
You don't?
No, and we're obviously not chasing trends. I mean, that's pretty obvious. I mean, we stick to what we've always been.
For 38 years and counting.
Talk about the ball.